Hi, this is Mimi from Mimi's Papercrafting. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're playing the game of what the heck am I going to do with the rest of these scraps? It's a lovely game. I've come up with it just today. Not really. But I am going to make a few more things with these scraps. So I did make up an example. I want to make some page ends, and this one is just really simple. And by page end, do I have a journal here? I don't have a journal handy. I'll just use this paper pad sitting here. Okay, so a page end, this is the edge of your book, page edge, I guess. You would just attach it to the edge of your page. It's very self-explanatory. That's what you would do. So it's to decorate the edge of your page. Okay? And then also, we're going to make some pinwheels. Aren't they cute? In different sizes, because I kind of just want to put them on paper clips and have altered paperclip pinwheels. So I glue them right here and have little pinwheels, or glue them right on your page, or whatever you want to do with them. So I went through before I started and cut some squares of paper. I have different sizes, and let me make another small one because I practiced on the small one to make sure. But now you probably want to see a small one. So is this, that's too small. Do I have another 3-inch piece of paper? Probably not. And that's what that was. But I guess we can do, I guess it doesn't really matter. We can do 2 1/4. Or we can do 2. Let's do 2-inch. Let's do a small one. They just have to be square. So we'll do a small one and see if we can do a really small one. Okay, and if I still have stuff left after doing this, I'm going to make snippet rolls. Also, at the end of the video, I have other ideas on how to use your scraps, and I will give you a list of other ideas on how to use your scraps. So first things first, we want to mark the center of, I can't, there's a glare. There's a glare. We want to mark the center of our square here, which this is a 2-inch. So our center is 1 3/4. Okay. Let's make sure that's right on this side. 1 3/8, not 1 3/4. It's early. It's very, very early, and I did not sleep very well last night, so there's that. So we're just going to mark the center. So this right here is our center. And now you need to make an X on the back of your paper. And how I do it is I just line up and I go up half the size of the paper. So I go up for a 2-inch, 1 inches. Okay. Now, I've looked at a lot of ways people make pinwheels, and nobody tells you how far to go up. So I'm going to tell you how far to go up. I found that half the size of your paper is very good. So you're going to look like something like this, okay? Now, if you're going to make this a true pinwheel, you're going to want to make marks up at the top corners where you're going to punch a hole. But I'm not making a true pinwheel. Since I'm not making a true pinwheel, I do not need marks to tell me to fold and glue right there. Okay, because that's basically what your marks are for. So we're going to glue, put some glue here, and then bend the first pinwheel down. Scratch my chin because, of course, I itch. I did just get out of bed. Barely slept. The dog was such a pain in the butt today. He wanted water, and then he needed to go out, and then it was very warm in my room, though. It was 83 here yesterday in Pennsylvania. Like, suck it. It's October. It was Halloween. Why is it 83 degrees on Halloween? So here we go, a nice little mini, and then I'm going to use my fancy schmancy Dollar Tree clamp to hold it down while I find a button that will go with. This is my jar o' buttons. There's all kinds of buttons in here, but this is like browns and whites. I don't want to dump out. Look, I even have, you're going to be so jealous of me. Are you ready? Look at these. They were earrings from Temu and they came broken, but I kept them anyway and didn't get my money back because, come on, they'll make great little, that's too big, right? Yeah, they'll make great little charms. And they were literally like 50 cents. I didn't want to deal with getting my money back for 50 cents. But also be very careful if you buy post earrings. There we go, there's a brown one. Earrings with posts on Temu. They might come broken. Okay, so I'm going to put a nice amount of glue here. Glue the button down for extra decor. You could do beads, you could do whatever you wanted. You could also do hot glue, which dries right away, but listen. That would require me getting out my hot glue gun, plugging it in. It requires so much. Alright, so we're going to do the same thing with these, and we'll make these real quick. So this one is, what, 4 inches? So I'm going to go 2 inches up on each side. And just going to move it down and do 2 inches. And let's see. What would I say this was? 4 inches? Let's get the mark of the middle right there. Okay, and two inches. And 2 inches. Oops, I went too far. We went too far. Alright, let's mark these also. These are 5 inches. So each one will get marked exactly the same. And then we'll get started and we'll finish these up because they're super cute. This one's big. I don't know what I would do with such a big one, but alright, there is. So now this needs to go up 2.5 inches. So right there, perfect. Okay, and the same on this side. Here's the middle. And 2.5 inches. There we go. So this is the middle right here, 2.5 inches. Let's do the other. Oh, I have 4. I didn't know I had 4. This one's like super easy. They're probably easier the bigger they get. I've never made a pinwheel before, I'm going to be honest. I racked my brain yesterday after I finished making my other videos using the scraps. I was like, I don't know what else to make. If you haven't seen those videos, and I will show you in a second. Ooh. That stinks. Well, yeah, I'll show you in a second. Let's hold this still this time. There we go. I made one project. The first project I made was a little tag album, and what I used was, sorry for my voice, what I used was fall paper from plaid paper pad from Michaels. Okay, so I used this paper pad, and all I did was cut out little pieces for my tags. So I had a bunch of pieces that were just little pieces taken out of each page, and I left the page in the paper pad. Well, then I wanted to make another project, so I made a mini album, and I used all those pages because, hello, they had pieces taken out of them. Let's get them out and use them. So I did that. And then I had all these little scraps, and I'm like, well, what am I going to do with all these little scraps? So far, I have made, right, there we go. I have made 8 cards, a garland, and a mini album and a tag album, and now we're making pinwheels and page ends. So we're doing pretty well on how to use our scraps, but I came up with a bunch of other ideas. I will show you everything that I made at the end of the video, because I'm hoping all these scraps will be done. So all you do then is, once again, just cut up to the edge of your line to the best that you can. We all know that I can't cut straight. It's fine. But I'm hoping to use up the rest of my scraps in this video to show you everything and more. Like I said, I have a list of other things that you can make with your scraps. I just wanted to show, and I ended up having, when I made the mini album, it was 12 by 12 pieces of paper. So this is scraps from 12 by 12 pieces of paper. And I think I've made some good projects so far. I just I'm over kind of leaving scraps. I don't want scraps anymore. I could have also like started to turn these into page kits, but I have a feeling the page kits I have I'm not even going to use. Oh, I'm not even going to use the ones I have because I have a very small journal. By now, you've seen me journal in it most likely, or at least seen me make it. I don't know. I am doing a lot of filming because my boyfriend's on vacation. So I have so many videos now. I don't know how many, when you're seeing any of these videos, honestly, because I have so many videos. So now that they're all cut, we're going to do the same thing. Let's find our buttons first. So we have orange, brown, purple. Okay. Let's do that one for there. Since these are big, I can do bigger buttons. I have this nice oval, which I think is really cool. So we have 2 of those. I have purple button and then this brown button. And what do I need for there? Anything I want for there, I guess. Should we do another purple? Great. Now I have all my buttons. If I can get my lid on. Maybe get this. I don't know where I got this, but I've had it forever. And it's an owl. You see the owl face? It's an owl. Okay, let's get started. You're just pulling down one corner of each piece of, one corner of each piece of these little triangular flaps and pulling it towards the middle and putting glue on it. That's all. It's very easy to make a pinwheel. Like I said, if you wanted, you can make these actual pinwheels. I just wanted them to decorate my journals with. Or put on, actually going to clamp this down before I put the button on, because there we go. I move on to the next one, and I'll put my button aside. We're going to do the same thing. The dog was barking and now it's super quiet in here and I don't know what happened. Alright, and then since this one's staying a little better than that other one was, let's glue the button down right away. Okay, and then I'm going to use... Oh no. Oh, screw you. Oh, this is not going to be big enough. Or good enough. Alright, I'm going to put that aside. And look what happened to this one. It got stuck. It's stuck to my, to the thing. So we're just going to glue it down. Got stuck to the clamp. And then we're going to put a button in the middle and clamp it again. I'm going to make the rest off camera because you've already seen me make 3 of them. You don't need to see me make any more. Fun fact, I don't know where I left off. I don't know what happened, but I stopped recording. I was making a snippet roll. Let me see where I was. So it seems like my camera stopped recording and I didn't know it. So let's see. This has been sitting for a while. I made a bunch of pinwheels. You saw me doing that, so at least you saw me doing that. So here is all the pinwheels that I made. Hold on, I still have more. I put them aside over here. I'm so angry right now. Anyway, so these are all the pinwheels I made. Then you saw that I had this at the beginning, this page end, okay? I made more. This is what we lost. We lost this and something else. I did use my paper punches. I only have 3 that cut out shapes, circles, hexagons, and then these little tiny hearts. The hearts I glued on scrap craft paper and sewed down. So I'm so sorry you missed those, but honestly all I did was use the scraps and punch out shapes and then run them through my sewing machine. That's all I did. It's not, I didn't do anything fantastic. So that was that, and I'm sorry that you missed that. If you want me to do a whole separate video on page ends, let me know down below. I'm really upset. Then the next thing I did was take all the rest of the scraps, because literally these are all the scraps I have left. These 3 pieces are all the scraps I have left, and I made a snippet roll. So to make a snippet roll, you take fabric. You usually use muslin. I don't have any right now, so I just had this strip of cream colored flannel from a project 2 years ago, I think. It's been so long. And I just layered on pieces of paper and put some glue down to tack it down, and then ran it through my sewing machine. That's all I did here. If you want another video on this, let me know. I'll be glad to do it. I'm so sorry. I don't know how it stopped recording. I think what happened was I hit pause to go do something, and I think I might have hit stop and didn't realize it. So I'm just going to, you just roll it up and I'm going to clip it together with a paper clip. So that's what we have from all of our scraps, except for those 3 pieces. I'm going to pause, this time I am going to pause, and I'm going to see if there's something else on my list that I can make with these last 3 scraps. Okay, there is. I'm going to make altered paper clips. with the last of these scraps. So let's see what I have here. This is what, doesn't have to be perfect. I'm not. Great. Honestly, this punch is from Hobby Lobby and it kind of sucks. I'm not gonna lie. It's not like this is thick paper. So yeah, this sucks. Look at it, ate the paper. And I barely use this punch. Barely. Let me clean up these ends. Okay. What size are you? Oh good, you're just big enough. Okay, and you. Okay, I'm not keeping these. Like I cannot. I'm not doing it, everybody. What size are you? Let me cut you down to 3-inch. Okay. Oh, 2.5 inch. Jeez Louise. 2.5 inch. Okay. So I have this. I'm going to fold it in half. And then I have this, which I'm also going to fold in half. But let some of this craft paper show, like so. What I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this to this, and then we will add it to a paper clip. And I can use these in my journal this month. And a big one. Am I gonna, here we go. Find a giant paper clip. This one's bent. Hold on. Okay, found one. Also, fun fact, that was too wide for my biggest paper clip, so I had to trim it down. That's fine. And I'm just going to lay it in like so, and we're going to glue it down. And then I will go through and find any kind of ephemera that I might have. We're going to do the same with these two. Hopefully they're not. Oh, look at that. That's fun. Can we fix that? There we go. And then this one. Make a little tiny one. So these also might be too big. Let me trim them down. I think 2 inches is as big as it can be. So this one's 2 inches. What's this? This one's less than 2 inches. So these should be fine. We still need the big paper clips. And do the same thing. I just pull my paper clip apart. Glue it down. Okay, we'll do the same with this one. This one's the bent one. I don't know why I keep grabbing that one. There we go. Don't know. Alright, let me grab some ephemera. Actually, I have all of this chipboard pieces, so I'm going to use, which I also used on the mini album, but I have a bunch of chipboard here. Let's just use up some of this. and get some of this out of here. Oh, that's not chipboard. What else do we have here? That's too big. We could put this one here and that one there. Sounds great. We're making them very simple. I'm not worried about making, I'm just going to throw that back in there. Yeah, I know it doesn't belong, but it's just going to go back in there. We don't have to worry about making these. They're literally going to be used in my journal this month, in November. I want this hanging off just a tad. Okay, and then this one looks like the bottom will not be. Actually, let's move it over there. I didn't like that directly in the center. All right, I am going to gather up everything except for the garland. My garland's already upstairs. But I'm going to gather up everything that I've made. Okay, so in this video, we made 3 altered paper clips, a snippet roll, 3 page ends, and a bunch of pinwheels for journaling. Like I said, some of these I'm going to end up gluing. And how I will do that is I will put a glue here, and then I'll put another piece of paper or something on the back here to hold this in, and then you have a cute little paper clip that way. Okay, or you can just glue it right on your journal. So that's what we have for this. And then I also made these 3 cards, and these stars, 5, 6, 7 of the stars ended up going on a garland, but here we go, these 3 cards, and I made these 5 cards. My first project was this little tag album. Look how cute it is. It's adorable. I love it. It's so cute. It's so decorative. And then I went on to the mini album. So with 12 sheets of 12 by 12 paper and the very barest of scraps, like stuff you cannot possibly use, I made a, how many pages is this? A 5-page mini album. Okay. A 5-page mini album. I made 8 cards, a garland, a tag book, 3 altered paper clips, a snippet roll, 3 page ends, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pinwheels is what I've made from 12 by 12 pieces of paper. I think that's a good haul. I had other ideas. Where's my phone? I want to tell you what else that I thought of that you could use scraps for. Let's see. So clusters, envelopes, ephemera, bookmarks, scrapbook layouts. That are the other ideas that I came up with. I mean, I'm sure there's a million more, but I was tired of making cards, so I didn't want to make any more cards. I didn't want to make any more mini albums or tag books or anything like that. I wanted to show you other things you could make with them. So there you go. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm so sorry I lost that footage. And like I said, if you want to see me make these page ends or the snippet roll, because I lost that damn footage because I frickin' pressed stop instead of pause, I will make another video. You just let me know down below, okay? But honestly, the most important part was watching the pinwheels. These are just literally self-explanatory. It's you punch them out and you either glue them or, like I did, run them through the sewing machine. You can glue them also. And the same thing with this. You glue them down to a piece of fabric and then sew it. It's not that hard, but if you want me to see it, want to see me do it, I gladly will. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the like button, and if you're not subscribed, think about subscribing, okay? I appreciate all of you guys and all of your comments and everything and all the love you give me. I appreciate you guys so much. So I will see you guys in the next crafty video. Have a great rest of your day.